Hello, and welcome to another baking session. For today, we will make a recipe that's homegrown, meaning a recipe that came from my grandmother, passed on to my mother, now passed on to me. There are lots of these already found on the internet or on YouTube, but today I will use the recipe specially made by my grandmother. We will call this the pineapple mini upside down cake. Let's start with the materials that we will need and the ingredients. I hope you enjoy.
We will need 2 eggs, 2/3 cup of white sugar, 4 tablespoons of pineapple juice, 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then for our toppings, 1/4 cup butter, 2/3 cup brown sugar, 1 can of pineapple rings, and 6 pieces of these cherries. We will need to prepare these pans of where we will be cooking them. We will need our hand mixer, something to sift our flour with, a spatula, a spoon, and a big mixing bowl. Let us now begin baking this cake. On our big mixing bowl, let us crack our 2 eggs. And then, let's add our 2/3 cups of white sugar. After that, we will add the 4 tablespoons of pineapple juice. Now we will plug in our hand mixer and mix all our ingredients. We will do this for the next 2 minutes. When that is all done, we will set that aside. Now we will prepare our cherries, our pineapples, and our baking pan. For this recipe, we will need to get 6 pieces of cherries. Let's take the stem off one by one. Let's set that aside for now and prepare a small frying pan. In a small saucepan, melt the butter and add the brown sugar and stir this on for low heat for at least 1 to 2 minutes. Do this until you see the sugar slowly caramelize. When the sugar is caramelized already, let's transfer it on to the bottom of the pan. Let's make sure to spread them evenly. I will do this for both pans. But don't forget to first grease our pan with butter before doing this. When that's done, I will get my pineapples and put them on top of the caramelized sugar. 3 round pineapples for each tray. Then I will put cherries on each of the holes of the pineapples. Then I will get the cake mixture and spread it all over on top of the pineapples with the cherries. Since I am doing 2 trays, I'll make sure they get spread evenly on both trays. Let's make sure not to fill it up all the way to the top because as you can see, this is going to be a cake, so it will rise later on. On top, as you can see, as my final layer, I've just added on the residue butter from the pan. It's time to pop it in the oven. Let's do that and put them both in 350 degrees for at least 25 to 30 minutes. Now let's watch our time for 30 minutes. Now that 30 minutes is up, let's go ahead and check on our cake. Be careful because it's very hot, especially the oven, so please don't forget to wear your mittens. Now to know if the cake is finally done, we will need to get a toothpick and insert it in the middle and make sure it comes out clean. So I've already checked and my toothpick came out clean all 4 times, so it's finally done. We will now turn these cakes over onto a cooling rack. But first we will need a knife to slice off the edges to make sure it does not stick on the pan. When they're ready, let's turn these babies over. Be careful, it's hot. Wow, look at that. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and turn the second one over too. You'll notice it's very brown, but don't worry, it's not burnt. It's just the caramelized sugar that's all over the cake. So when that's all done, it's supposed to look like this. Now just look how gorgeous it looks. Look how brown it is from the caramelized sugar. And look at those pineapples with those cherries. It smells good from here. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat this baby. I am now cutting a small slice onto my plate. Let us try these babies.
We're gonna taste this cake and check how it is. So we'll cut a piece of slice, and you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but look at the color of that. And then here is the cake. Look at how beautiful the color is, and the cherry on top, and the pineapples. Let's give it a taste. Oh my God. The good thing about this recipe is that it's sweet on top and it's not sweet on the bottom. So it's not that sweet at all. And that caramelized sugar just melted all throughout the pineapples and the cherries, and some went on the sides and some went inside. It's so good. So I love it. My mom does, obviously. Otherwise she wouldn't share me the recipe. So I hope you guys enjoy making your own upside down cake. Till next time.